Hi everyone, in today's video I'm diving into storytelling for game development. If you're new here, I'm a fantasy author and I believe my experience can bring a unique perspective on how to approach storytelling in games. I'm more of a pantser writer, meaning I don't plan every detail before I start. My ideas often come from a 5-second flash, just a scene or a moment that I was drawn to. When I wrote The Swords of Unforgotten Memories, I didn't know I could even finish a story, let alone write something good. But I kept going and I found myself piecing the story around those captivating scenes. I didn't stick to a rigid outline. Instead, I let the characters and the story evolve based on where those moments took me. It is why that story will always hold a special place in my heart, as I didn't think I had a creative bone in my body until I started to write and create a story that I loved. Why does this matter for game development? This flexible approach is super valuable in game development. If you stick too tightly to a rigid plot, you might hit dead ends, especially since game development can be pretty complicated. Instead, let your story adapt as you go. Before diving into your game story, it's important to first consider your capabilities, your budget, and overall situation. If you're working solo or with a small team, you need to craft a story that fits within those limits. If you're working with a tight budget, think about storytelling methods that might be more affordable and you're able to do it also. Using text-based letters, simple black screen, or even voice narration. You can find affordable voice actors in Fiverr, or you can record yourself with a decent mic that can actually be quite cheap. Let's look at my current project. Separated by Nightmares The Last Stand is part of a horror series where most of the games will be standalone, except for the first and last. Each game is focused on a different character and story, but there's a subtle trend that connects them all, which I will fully reveal at the end of the story arc. I'll explain more about why I'm doing this approach in another video. Since I'm pretty new to game development, I'm keeping things simple, focusing on storytelling methods that I know I can manage, like using letters and internal thoughts of the characters. In this sequel I'm working on, it centers on a character who's grieving a lost loved one and isolates herself in a forest to escape her pain. There's this unseen influence that ties into a bigger picture, but I'm saving that reveal for the final game. When you're developing your story, start looking at your assets you have or plan to buy. Consider your genre, your environment, mechanics that you can do. For example, if you're creating a haunted house, think about questions like, what happened here? Who and what is haunting this place? Why is the character here? Asking those type of questions based on your environment can help create a story that you want to create and within your capabilities. When structuring your game story, you don't need to stick rigidly to a traditional storytelling framework, but yet again they can be very helpful. I find the 3-act structure. It has a beginning, a middle and an end, and it can be a great guide. There's loads of subplots that you don't need to hit and I think could be overkill for game development. Like the first few minutes of your game could show your character's normal day life, and then something happens like a catalyst that disrupts their life and then they're trying to resolve it. That shows growth and change. And at the end of the game, the character should be very different to the first character at the start of the game because of the experience they have gained through their journey. I have created a planner on the 3-act that is free to download if you want to access it. The details in the description. Basically, you need to sign up my newsletter. If you want to get the planner and then unsubscribe to my newsletter, that's perfectly fine. I'm 100% okay with that. It's easily done. All you need to do is press the unsubscribe button in my email. But if you want to stay around for more insights, that's brilliant. In the future, I plan to go into more detail about storytelling for game development. Maybe create a course or a book, I'm not too sure. But at the moment, I'm very busy working on 2 games. I'm writing another novel called Wolves Beneath the Shadows. So I want to get the 2 games published, gather feedback on those games, basically publish my Wolves Beneath the Shadows. From that experience that I gained, I'd be able to provide a more better advice for storytelling, and also I have free time to do so. So, for now, my advice is to start what you have. Build your story around your assets, the mechanics that you can do, and your capabilities. And focus on hitting those key moments that you think will resonate with the players. And your pacing should just have a beginning, middle, end, like I mentioned about the 3-act. Anyway, I hope you found this video very helpful. If you did, if there's a like button, press a like, and if there's a follow button, follow. And if you're interested in setting your own YouTube channel, kind of like game development channel like I'm doing, or maybe just creating a YouTube channel to share your game development journey to hopefully get gamers to your game, I actually created a book on how to set up a YouTube channel. The link is in the description below if you want to access it. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.